chanting wa saisho sahanavatu shangno mitraha madhuvata purnamada. Kore yotsu. 始めましょうか。大丈夫？ Very good morning to all of you. 皆さんこんにちは。おはようございます。最初はチャンティングしましょう。開けましたね。Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shangno Mitraha Shang Varunaha Shangno Bhavatvaryama Shangna Indro Brihaspatihi Shangno Vishnururukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami Ritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaram avatu Avatu mam Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Madhuvatarita madhuksharanti sindhavaha Madhvirna santoshadhihi Madhunakta mutoshase madhumatparthivagam rajaha Madhudyaurastu na pita Madhumanno vanaspatir madhumagyam astu suryaha Madhvirgavo bhavantu naha Om Madhu, Om Madhu, Om Madhu Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Okay, we'll start our reading now.
Somebody will read Japanese to us? Okay.
Page number 70.
The name of the book first.
The Yoga of Love and Devotion, Bhakti Yoga by Swami Vivekananda. Page number 70. The Bhakta's renunciation results from love. We see love everywhere in nature. Whatever in society is good and great and sublime is the working out of that love. Whatever in society is very bad, nay, diabolical, is also the ill-directed working out of the same emotion of love. It is this same emotion that gives us the pure and holy conjugal love between husband and wife, as well as the sort of love which goes to satisfy the lowest forms of animal passion. The emotion is the same, but its manifestation is different in different cases. It is the same feeling of love, well or ill-directed, that impels one man to do good and to give all he has to the poor, while it makes another man cut the throats of his brethren and take away all their possessions. The former loves others as much as the latter loves himself. The direction of the love is bad in the case of the latter, but it is right and proper in the other case. The same fire that cooks a meal for us may burn a child, and it is no fault of the fire if it does so. The difference lies in the way in which it is used. Therefore, love, the intense longing for association, the strong desire on the part of two to become one, and it may be, after all, of all to become merged in the one, is being manifested everywhere in higher or lower forms, as the case may be.
Thank you. Maya kita.
バクティヨーガ、愛と信仰のヨーガ、スワミ・ビベーカナンダ。我々は自然界の至るところに愛を見ます。社会で善であり、偉大であり、崇高であるものはことごとくその愛の結果です。社会で非常に悪い、いや極悪非道のものもことごとく同じ愛の感情が誤り導かれた結果です。夫と妻の間に純粋で清らかな夫婦の愛を与えるものと、動物的な欲情の最も低い形を満足させようと働く種類の愛とは、この同じ感情です。感情は同じです。しかし、その現れ方が場合によって違うのです。一人の男を促して善を行い、持ち物のすべてを貧しい人々に施させ、一方では別の男に兄弟の喉を切って彼らの持ち物のすべてを取り上げさせるのは、よくまたは悪く導かれた同じ愛の感情です。前者が他人を愛しているのと同じように、後者は自分を愛しているのです。後者の場合には愛の方向が悪いが、もう一つの場合にはそれが正しく妥当です。我々の食物を調理するのと同じ火が子供にやけどをさせるでしょう。もしそうなっても、それは火の過失ではありません。違いはそれの用いられ方にあるのです。それゆえ、愛、結合への強烈な憧れ、 2つのものが1つになりたいという強い願望、またそれは結局1つに融合したいというすべてのものの願望なのでしょう。しかし場合に応じて至るところにより高いまたはより低いさまざまな形で現れているのです。終わりです。
Thank you, Kedarji, and thank you, Shanti-san. So today, as already announced to you all, that the topic of our discussion today is love. And it is given in the schedule as the importance of love, various forms of love, and from human love to divine love.
本日のテーマは愛です。愛の大切さ、愛の種類と、私たちの生活の中の愛についてお話しさせていただきます。
Now, this word love is very common. It is used in many ways, in many contexts, in our society, in our life. Now, although it is not very easy to love, although the word is very common, but it is not easy to love.
私たちの毎日、私たちが毎日愛ということは多種多様な形で使ったり、いろんな文脈の中で、発言するんですけれども、愛自体は簡単なものではないです。
Now, this love manifests in many ways. The most common thing is that love between among human beings, in a family, in a society, among friends, between mother and child, between father and child, and then human beings, we love pets, then we have love for our work, profession, then love students, good students have love for studies, then love manifests in the form of sports and games, recreation, culture, etc. So wherever there is dedication, in anything there is love.
私たちはさまざまな形で愛しています。例えば私たちは親友を愛したり、子供を愛したり、親を愛したり、自分のペットや仕事、そして勉強、スポーツ、遊びなども愛したりするんですけれども、そこに心を込めている時には愛が生じていると言ってもいいです。
Now, we find around us that different persons have excelled in different paths. No, some persons have excelled in business and commerce, then some in sports, some in a particular form of art. It may be drama, it may be fine arts, it may be singing. And they have given so much of time and energy and dedication, which has surpassed all other things in their life. Whom we call celebrities. And it is as if that they have so much identification for that particular thing. So there also love is manifested. Because there is so much love in that, so they have excelled.
例えば優れた業績を上げる人がいますが、ビジネス世界やスポーツ選手、あと芸能界、芸術とか俳優さん、女優さんでしたり、あと、そうですね、いろんな分野で業績を上げた人は、そこに愛を込めて一生懸命働いたという成果です。要するにその行っていることに対して同一通過して人生のすべてはその方向に向かわせた結果です。
So, for achieving excellence in a particular field, just as love is necessary, so between human beings also, in family, in society, love is a binding force. love is so powerful that it can transform a person who is in a degraded condition and make his life change for the better. Just love can do that. And there are so many examples we find. So love grants life, a health and cheerfulness in our life.
仕事の分野だけでなく、親愛関係、友人関係、社会全体のつながりを形成する働きを果たしています。また、堕落した人も神様への愛を感じた結果、聖者に変わったケースも多種多様あります。そして私たちに喜びと、本当の健康を与えてくださる要因の一つでもあります。
Love also manifests in the form of love for country. No, say India was ruled by the first by the Mughals and by the British for so many years, and gradually the freedom struggle became so intense that during the later part, so many heroic persons they gave up their life also for that freedom movement. So it was that love for the country was so intense. Now this also is very common. Swami Vivekananda has said about the Japanese people. He said that the faith of the Japanese in themselves and the love for their country. The Japanese are ready to sacrifice everything for their country, and they have become a great people. So the Swami Vivekananda had marked this fact among the Japanese people, their patriotism, their love for country.
そして、別の形の愛としては、愛国心があります。インドは、1000年以上まず、イスラム教徒の帝国ムガル朝とその後イギリスに植民地化されましたが、前世紀の冒頭から、独立運動が始まり、たくさんの人は、国の自由のために自分の人生を犠牲にしました。それを惜しまずに犠牲にしました。スワミジもスワミ・ビベカナンダは日本を訪れた時に日本人に対して似たような発言をされました。日本人はみんな自信あふれています。愛国心もあふれています。自分の国のために全てを犠牲にすることも惜しまないです。優れた民族です。
So love is an important ingredient in our life. Just like for making food, we need spices, without which the food cannot be prepared. And for running of a car or a bike, you need a fuel. In the same way, love is also a kind of fuel which helps our life going. Otherwise, many times when there is no life, when there is no love, for want of love, life becomes meaningless. There are many unfortunate children who did not get their parental love in their early childhood. And because of that, many children turn to be criminals in their adult when they grow up.
要するに愛は私たちの人生の中で非常に重要な要素の一つです。例えば私たちが調理したいときに、油とかあと火も必要ですけれども、その火に燃料をあげないと燃やさないと同じように私たちの人生の中に愛がなければそれ頑張るための燃料がなくなります。あと、精神安定性を図るために愛もとても大事です。例えば、若い頃に親から愛をほとんどもらわなかった子どもたちは、後ほど、 不良少年でいいですかになってしまうケースが非常に多いです。愛がなかったからです。
So I'll give you an illustration, a real life incident. So it happened in Baltimore of America. A professor of psychology sent a team of researchers, his students, to a slum area to make a research about the young people, some children. So this team of researchers, they interviewed some 200 children in that area about their life, about what are they doing, about their general living condition, etc. Children, and many other things, and they gave a report after their research. They came out with a report, and in that report they made a very startling observation. The report wrote that after 20 years, most of these children might become criminals. After when these children grow up in their teenage, after their teenage, etc., most of these children might become criminals. Why? Because most of them are orphans, or their parents cannot give time, their parents do not have moral life, etc. So in short, they have not got real love in their life. That is why.
あるアメリカの有名な研究があります。
バルティモール
という町がありますが、そこにはスラム街、大きなスラム街がありました。で、その心理学の先生は自分の生徒さんをスラム街に、派遣して、200人を対象にした調査を行いました。で、非常に、恐ろしい内容を聞いて、親が、しつけしない、お世話する時間全くない、あるいは孤児のケースも多くて、でその、調査の結果のまとめとして、20年後ほとんどみんなは、不良少年とか非行をしてしまうのではないかと、書いてありました。
Now, okay, so fine, the report was okay. Though after 20 years, that same professor of psychology sent another team of researchers, that you see what is the condition of those children who have grown up. Now they went, and out of 200 they could interview 180 children. It is a real incident. 180 children, and they found that most of these children have had a good life. They have become responsible citizens. Maybe 3 or 4 have gone into prison, but the premonition, which the report of the research has gone wrong. Most of these children have become responsible and good citizens, having a good mentality and good feeling and a sense of dedication for the place where they, and most of them have got some work also to do. So they are living a good life.
ところが、20年後同じ先生はまた別の生徒さんを派遣して、最初調査した200人のうち180人を見つかって、この20年間はどのような人生を送ってきたについて調べましたが、予測されていたほとんど皆さんは非行を行ってしまう、牢屋に入ってしまうとか、その結構暗い未来が待っているという、予測は完全に的外れでした。ほとんど皆さんは良き市民で、責任感を持ち、社会に貢献して仕事にもついていましたので、普通の社会人として生活していました。
So naturally, they were curious to know why. What has happened that most of these children have become responsible citizens? So they found that a teacher by the name of Sheila O'Rourke. I found if you Google this name, you will find it in the internet. Okay, I first read this incident in a book, and it is also recorded, and it is there in the net also. So a teacher called Sheila O'Rourke. She was a school teacher, and most of the students, the students had come under her influence, and she took care of all of them. You know, she tried to find out the strengths of each of them, and she not only gave them proper education, but also gave them moral education also about the virtues in life, what are the things to take care, and what are the vices, what to avoid in life. And many a times when it happened that some children who do not have parents, they would become ill, so she would nurse them also. And when she was interviewed, she was surprised. She said that, see, I only showed them love and concern. And it is not that always these children were very obedient to her. So sometimes she had to resort to punishment also if they did not come to track. So in this way, because of proper love, they found some a strong support in life, and which made them become responsible citizens.
その理由をたどっていくと、一人の先生がいました。シーラ・オ・ルルキという素晴らしい先生が、その生徒さんのほとんどを、の面倒を見ました。みんな同じ学校に通ってたと思いますが、彼女はそれぞれの生徒の強みを生かしてきちんとしつけして、道徳観を吹き込み、道徳、高潔な生き方について教えて、やってはいけないこと、例えば、悪癖とかそれを避けることについて詳しく説明して、愛を持って育てました。あと、病気になった子供がもし親が看病できなかったときに看病をしてあげました。しかしいつも愛だけではなくて叱る必要があったときにも愛の鞭でしつけもしました。で、彼女はとても驚きました。私はこの皆さんが良い社会人になった、のは私のおかげではないと思います。私ただ単に彼らを愛してただけです。と言いました。
So, but for love, these children might have become criminals also. But because they got love in their early age, so they could become good citizens.
もしその先生の愛がなければ、おそらく皆さんは不良少年になったのではないかと考えていますが、愛があったからこそ良い社会人になりました。
Now in family life also, we find this love is there. It may be there, it may not be there also. There are so many houses and families who have abundance of luxury, money, wealth, and all amenities. But maybe that love is not so much there. Sometimes it happens that the family is not very affluent, but they are all, united together by a bond of love. So I'll just give you two examples.
次に2つの、例を挙げていきたいと思いますが、例えばある家族には、贅沢なものが多くて、豊富な生活を送ってるんですけれども、愛は乏しい。一方、お金があんまりないけれどもとても強い 愛の、絆でつながっている家族もいます。
So there is one family who the family members comprising of 4 persons, the husband, wife and the 2 children. They live in a palatial house and they have all the modern amenities of life. Now the husband, the father, he is a person who gets up early in the morning. Now the wife is still sleeping. Now he needs a cup of tea, so he tries to wake his wife, but the wife is not ready. No, I want to sleep more. So the husband grumbles and makes the tea for himself. And then he tries to wake up his 2 children. The 2 children also, they become angry because they are being deprived of their sleep. So somehow the husband hurries to his work. Now he is a business person, running a good business. Now he has good relationship with his customers, but he does not give much time to his family. He always scolds his children, and he is not kind to his children, and he doesn't have much time for his wife also. And for the same reason, the children also cannot open up themselves to their parents, especially the father. Now the children goes to school, which they do not like. They feel that it is the same routine, monotonous, going to school each and every day. Now they have all these. Now they have apparently everything to make a happy life, but they are discordant. They don't have love. The love is missing in their house, in the family.
例えば、お金持ちの家族があります。夫婦と子供2人がいます。で、宮殿のような高級マンション、結構広い家に住んでいます。が、旦那さんは朝起きるときに、妻に、お茶を作ってもらいたいんですが、声をかけても奥さんは拒否します。で、子供自分でお茶を作りながらいろいろブツブツ文句を言っています。次にお子様を、起こしに行ったら お子様に怒られてしまいます。また寝たいからで、そのまま旦那様、お父さんは怒ったまま仕事に行きます仕事はビジネスやっていまして、お客様との、関係が良くて、盛んに営業やっているんですけれども、そのせいで家にいつも遅くて戻って、子供たちにはあまり時間を割くことができない。で、一緒にいるときにほとんど叱って怒鳴ってしまうので、あんまり関係は良くないです。ではもちろん奥さんとの関係もそれほど良くなくて、あまり話すことができない。このような関係があるから子どもたちも、心を、開けてお父さんと自由に話すことができない。で、とてもいい学校に通ってるんですけれども、毎日同じ、ことの繰り返しばっかりで、めんどくさい、行きたくないという不満な気持ちがあふれています。で、それの、すべての原因は、この家族の中にはほとんど愛がないからです。
Now there is another example, another family. Now that family is poor. They have to work very hard to maintain the living. Now that family is also comprised of 4 persons, the husband, wife and the 2 children. But all of them get up very early. Now both the husband and wife, they together make the food. Now the children clean the courtyard outside, they clean up their rooms, etc. They prepare for their studies. And they have to work every day. If they do not work hard, they may not have their food for themselves. Now, these children also go for school. Their school is not a very high standard school, but they have love for studies, and they understand that parents are trying to bring up them with lot of hard work and effort. So they are diligent and hard working in their studies also. They do their homework properly. They show respect to the teachers properly. And when they come back from the school, they all sit together for some time and they share their experiences, what happened, and they take their food together. Now here, although they do not have affluence in their life, but they have love. So you also might have seen, no, in your life, that there are some families who are so strongly bonded together. And in India, earlier, there used to be joint families. Joint families means, for example, the father has 4 children. Okay. Now, these 4 children, when they grow up, they have their different families. Now, all these families stay under the same roof. But now this concept is breaking. We have small families. Now, it happened that these joint families, they live together, huge families. Now, why? How is it possible? Love. If that is there, it is easy. If that is not there, it is very tough.
もう一つの例があります。貧乏な家族、困窮に追われている4人の家族で、同じように夫婦と2人の子供がいます。で、夫婦は一生懸命、仕事しないと、生計を立てることができないので、毎日朝早く、みんな起きます。で、夫婦が、食事の準備をします。その時に子供さん2人とも掃除したり、支度したり、学校へ出発するための準備をします。で、夫婦が2人とも共働きで、一生懸命働きます。子供たちが、とてもいい学校に通っているわけではないんですけれども、勉強は大好きで、親が自分のために一生懸命働いていることをいつも心の中に留めているから、勤勉ですね、一生懸命働いています。宿題全部やります。そして、先生たちも尊敬します。で、皆さんは、夕方戻ってくると、食卓に座って今日の一日どう過ごしたのかを話したり、一緒に食事したりします。で、この家族は、贅沢な暮らし全然送っていないんですけれども、愛の絆が非常に強いため健康な家族です。昔インドでは、多世代の家族は同じ家の中に住んでました。例えば子供が4人がいて、それぞれ結婚してまた、孫とか作って、でも皆さん同じ家の中に暮らしてたんですけれども、そんなにたくさん人が同じ家に住んでもどのようにうまく、人間関係ができたのでしょうか。それは愛があったからです。今各家族になってみんなバラバラになってるんですけれども、愛があれば皆さんは、スムーズに一緒に暮らすことができます。
Now, some person asked Swami Vijnananandaji. You know, Swami Vijnananandaji was one of the direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. That the question he asked is, what attracted you to Sri Ramakrishna? Swami Vijnanananda said that Vijnananandaji said that it was his unalloyed love. I was, first of all, I did not know about the spiritual heights, spiritual greatness of Sri Ramakrishna, his ecstasy, his renunciation, his sadhana, etc. But I was attracted to his unalloyed love. That love which I got from Sri Ramakrishna, that much love I did not even receive from my did not receive from my parents and my near and dear ones. So it is the love which drew me towards him.
ある人はスワミ・ビギャーナナンダジスリーラマクリスナの直弟子に聞きました。スワミジ、あなたは、どうしてスリーラマクリスナに、引きつけられました？何が魅力的でしたですか？で、彼は率直に答えました。彼の、純粋な愛です。私に対する純粋な愛でした。その時は私がスリラマクリシナの、霊的なレベルの高さ、例えば三昧の状態を何回も経験したり、あとその放棄の力と厳しい苦行を行ったことなどについてあんまり知らなかったんですけれども、彼から感じた純粋な愛は自分の親からでも感じなかったので、それにとても強く引きつけられました。
Now, if we look at the life of Holy Mother, we all will say that what attracts us towards her. When we read her sayings, her life, various incidents from her life, what touches us most is her love. Is it not? I am sure that all of you who have read the life of Holy Mother and her teachings will agree with. Although it is true that she showed extraordinary austerity in her life, extraordinary sadhana, extraordinary renunciation, everything. But what was what was special in her, which separated her from everybody else, that was her pure love, pure divine love.
私たちもホリマーザの生涯教え出来事について、読むと、一番心に残る印象は彼女の、純粋で神聖な愛です。もちろんホリマーザは、優れた修行者でもあり、好奇心もとても優れていましたけれども、それよりも私たちの心が私たちの心を奪ってしまうのは彼女の純粋な愛です。
Now, Holy Mother was also, from her early childhood, her parents were not very wealthy. She was born in a very poor family, is it not? But she also, slowly as she grew up, she used to give helping hands in the family course, in family life. She used to help her parents, her mother, and would take care of her brothers. And you know that incident when a famine broke up in Bengal, and they had, stock of food grains, and when there was famine and people around did not have, could not afford food properly, so her father, Ramchandra Mukherjee, arranged for a big meal cooked in their house, and he decided to distribute to the other persons. And when the food used to be distributed, khichuri, so Holy Mother with her, she was very, very, very small, and she with her tiny hands used to fan those khichuri, so that people can take. So from her early childhood, that love started manifested.
ホリマザも、貧しい家族の中に生まれたですけれども、愛の絆が強かったです。で、彼女は、若い頃から、その純粋な愛を表し始めました。仕事ができる時から家事の手伝いに参加したり、両親に助けたり、 自分の兄弟を育てたりしていました。である時ベンガル地方に飢饉が訪れ、で父親は、飢えていた人たちに、穀物を使って、キチュリを作って食べさせていました。でホリマザはとても小さな手で仰ぎを持ってそれを冷やしていましたので、若い時からその愛を表していました。
Now, after her marriage to Sri Ramakrishna, when when she started living at Dakshineshwar, slowly devotees started coming in, and they would spend night. So she would make food for all of them. Sometimes, for example, Swami Vivekananda would need some special food. He would not take blunt food, so she would prepare special food for her. And Sri Ramakrishna stomach was also not in a good condition, and he needed special diet for him, special diet to be cooked, and so Holy Mother would do that. And some poor ladies, from fisherwomen and maid servants were there, and she would keep the leftover food for them. And from the morning till evening, not only at Dakshineshwar, but later after the passing away of Sri Ramakrishna also, when she lived at Jairambati, devotees would come from far and near, and she would arrange space for their boarding, and herself cook food for her, and those brahmacharis and monks would come and have prasad, and she would not allow them to clean their plates, etc. She herself would do all these things. So these are in these small and big ways that love was manifested in her, and that attracted so many devotees towards her.
ホリマザはスリラマクリシュナと結婚した後、やがてダクシネスワルに、住むことになりました。でどんどん信者さんが、増えてきまして、で皆さんは食べる必要がありましたので、彼女は皆さんの食事も作ってあげていました。でも皆さんの好みが別々だったので、それぞれの好みに合わせて作っておりました。例えばナレン・スワミジーは、味気のない、味が薄い食べ物はあんまり好まらなかったので、味が濃い食事を特別に作ってあげていました。スリラマクリシナも、消化が悪かったため、その特別な料理も作ってあげていました。あと近くに住んでいた、魚を釣る女の人たちとか、召使いのためにも食べ残しを別に用意して彼らにもあげていました。後ほどジャイランバティに戻って、滞在していた間にたくさんの信者さんは訪れてきました。その時の宿泊の準備と、料理を作ってあげました。でブラフマチャリと、お坊さんも一緒に住んでいましたけれども、信者さんは食べた後にその食器を、撤去して洗ったりすることを、他の人に許さなかった。彼女自身で取って洗っていましたので、このような、行動、を見ると彼女の愛が現れていることが確かに見えて、その愛こそが私たちを彼女に引きつけています。私たちが彼女に引きつけられていました。
And her love was universal in nature. She did not expect anything from anybody. And her love was not, shopkeeper's love, a barter, that I'm serving you, you give attention to me, so I shall show my love. No, not like that. And in her love, there was no kind of boundary that educated, whether the person is educated or uneducated. Now, all kinds of people would come to her, even persons who fell from moral life, who could not go anywhere else, but they could come to her. And to many, she said, okay, I shall take your responsibility. I shall give you spiritual initiation, and you please do not worry. And it is her quotation is so famous. Whenever you are in distress, say, I have a mother. I am your real mother. To Girish Chandra Ghosh, she said, Girish Chandra Ghosh asked her, what kind of mother are you? For example, in India earlier, the Guru's wife was also be called as mother. So, in that way, she is the wife of Sri Ramakrishna. So, is she a mother in that way? She said, no, I am your real mother, not the Guru's wife. I am the real mother, and I have the real mother of all of you. Now, the incident that Amjad, he was a dacoit, and he did not earn his living in a moral way. But Holy Mother knew all such incidents. But still, when Amjad would visit Holy Mother, she would, serve food to her. And she said that as Sharat is my child, Amjad also, in the same way, is my child. So her love was universal in nature.
彼女の愛は無限でした。普遍的な愛でした。見返りのない愛でした。いい意味での無差別の愛でした。どなたでも、老若男女、いい人悪い人、高潔な人、堕落した人、誰でもは彼女の近くに来て、彼女の愛をもらうことができました。一度ギリシチャンドラ・ゴーシュがホリマザに聞きました。あなたは、どのようなお母さんですか？昔はグルの奥さんは自分のお母さんという認識があったんですけれども、ホリマザは私はあなたのお母さんですが、あなたのグルの奥さんだからお母さんという意味ではないです。私はあなたの本当のお母さんです。そして皆さんの本当のお母さんです。で、あなたは、もし混乱とかトラブルにあったときに、あなたにはお母さんがいるよということを思い出してください。私はいつもそばにいますから。あとはアムジャという泥棒がいました。イスラム教徒の泥棒だったんですけれども、彼が盗んで生活を立てていたんですけれども、彼女も彼を自分の息子として愛して食事をもてなしていました。彼女も、シャラット、スワミ・サラダナンダも私の子供です。アムジャドも私の子供です。なので差別することなくみんなを、普遍の愛で愛してました。
And in Jarambatis, she was surrounded with, she had a retinue of family members who, know very well that they were not always very cooperative. And their behavior and attitude were not very polite. But still, they would leave all of them. She would not mind their, limitations and negative things. But she will try to, live with all and bind them with love. Even when she would come from Jairambati to Kolkata, some family members would always accompany her. And they would sometimes torment her, and they were nagging. That the mad aunt, who was her brother's wife, that lady lost her mind when Holy Mother's brother passed away. So Holy Mother, when she was going for a journey to South India, and she first came to Kothar, from Kothar to Bangalore. So after she reached Kothar, she called that, she asked somebody to bring that mad aunt to her. Now, why? That love is there, no? She knew that that mad aunt is not always very polite, etc. And so much of difficulties are there associated with her. But still. And then the animals and birds, she would, feed these animals and birds. That incident, that cat. Okay, till now what I have said, you say.
そしてホリマーザの、家族の中にも、決して彼女のような素晴らしい性格を持つ人たちは、ほとんどいませんでした。非常に非協力的、無礼な態度で彼女を何度も接していましたが、彼女は親戚の、欠点を見ることなく、彼らと一緒に、円滑的に、暮らすことができました。なぜかというと、愛がありました。例えば彼女がジャランバティからカルカッタ、あるいは巡礼に行かれたときに必ず親戚が一緒に行きました。その時にも親戚が彼女を苦しませたり、せがんだりして、いろいろなトラブルを作っていましたが、彼女はそれを、気にすることなく、いつも無限の愛で愛していました。さらに、彼女の、弟の妻が、気が狂ってしまって、彼女とその娘様の、お世話していたんですけれども、非常に、気が難しい人でしたが、例えば彼女が南インドに巡礼に行った時に、途中で彼女を呼んで一緒に来てくださいと頼みました。たくさんのトラブルを作ることはしてたのに、愛があったからこそ彼女を呼びました。そして人間だけではなく、動物に対しても、無限な愛を示していました。
Now you know that incident very well, no? That in Jarambati, Holy Mother had a cat, the cat, she would feed that cat the remains of the food, and that cat would get its due share each and every day without fail, the share of food. Now there is one particular monk called Swami Gyanananda, who was very much, against. He never liked this cat, etc. And sometimes when this cat would come, Swami Gyanananda would feel irritated, sometimes would beat her also. Now Holy Mother knew all this. Now once when she was going to depart from Jairambati to another place, he called Swami Gyanananda and he said, see Gyanananda, Gyan, that please give some food to this cat, because otherwise this cat will steal food from other houses. Now seldom we find that people take care of cats, stray cats, etc. And Holy Mother also felt that Swami Gyanananda may not heed her advice, so he may not follow her. So then Holy Mother said, I am in that cat also. Holy Mother, what she said? I am in that cat also. Now that particular statement changed the attitude of Swami Gyanananda ji. Swami Gyanananda afterwards, in the absence of Holy Mother, he fried fish for that cat and used to give fish, that fried fish, to the cat every day. So, so much concern for the cat also.
例えば、ホリマーザは、猫のペットを飼っていました。で彼女はいつも食べ残しをきちんとあげていつも、食べさせていましたが、一緒に住んでました、ブラフマチャリのギャンマーラジ、後ほどスワミギャナナンダになりましたけれども、 彼が猫はあんまり好きではなかった。猫を蹴ったりすることもありました。ある時ホリマザがジャイランバティから他の場所へ移動するときに、ギャナナンダを呼んで言いました。この猫にきちんと食べ物をあげてください。そうしないと彼は別の家に行って食事を盗んでしまうでしょう。でも彼は本当にペットをきちんと食べさせるかどうか心配になりましたので、彼を見て言いました。ギャン、私はあの猫の中にもいますよ。でこの発言に感銘を受けたギャナーナンダジは、ホリマザは、ジャランバティから出発した後、毎日魚を焼いて、猫に食べさせていました。それほど態度が変わりました。
Can you that file? Can you hand over that black file, chanting file? So we chant this hymn of Holy Mother, Prakriting Paramam Abhayam Varadam. So I'll draw your attention. Page 35. Sanjugo. So this hymn of Holy Mother, Prakriting Paramam Abhayam Varadam. So there is one stanza, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ue kara Cuban mein, 9th stanza. 9th. स्नेहेन बध्नासि मनोस्मदीयं दोषान् अशेषान् सगुणी करोषि अहेतुनानो दयसे सदोषान् स्वांके गृहीत्वा यदिदं विचित्रम्. The translation in English is also given. I have written, So, if we translate into English, it will be, you tie our minds with the tenderness of maternal love and orient our lives, which are filled with endless faults, into good qualities. Without any motive, you take pity on us who are filled with various faults, and accepting us as we are, take us on your lap. This indeed is surprising. So this is the translation of this particular stanza.
で、プラクリティン・パラマムというスワミアベダナンダジの賛歌があります。その9節にはこのような言葉が書いてあります。母よ、あなたの優しい愛で私たちの、心とあなたの心を結びつきます。そしてその愛をもって、私たちの、欠点だらけの心と、人生を、良い性質に変換して良い生活を送ることができるようにしてくれます。あなたは見返りのない慈悲を持って私たちを見守り、私たちの、欠点などを見ない。そして私たちをあるがままに受け入れて、あなたの膝の上に乗せて、愛しています。これは本当に不思議なことです。
Now, during those time, when Holy Mother was there, India was ruled by the British, and the commodities the household commodities, the fast consumer goods, like clothes, then all the fast moving consumer goods like soaps and fashionable things, then furnitures, etc. All the commodities that we need for our living, they used to be manufactured in British companies, And when the freedom movement, the freedom from British, it became more and more intense, and it became slowly a national movement. Our national leaders, uh, uh, who were, trying their best to mobilize people for the freedom movement, they started boycotting these British goods also. And uh, there were some, own indigenous factories where these commodities were started to be manufactured, called handlooms. Like, for example, not all kinds of things, but a few things like clothes, etc. They used to be made by handlooms. So there was, in the household of Holy Mother, there were many members, and clothes, etc., used to be brought from British factories, as many other people would do. Now, there was one brahmachari who was also, very much, he was kind of sensitive to that. He would not like to purchase commodity from British factories. He would instead buy our own indigenous products. But this our indigenous products, the quality was not that very high standard, simple, and naturally the children of the family, they would not like all those. Holy Mother observed this. Then she said that, you please, when you buy, please buy the commodities from the British factories itself. Then what she said, she made a statement: these British, they are also my children. You see, it is not a very revealing and startling remark. After all, they are also my children. So I gave this illustration to show that her love was universal in nature.
当時のインドにも、日用品はほとんどイギリスの会社に作られ、イギリスかインドの現地の会社で作られていましたが、独立運動がますます勢いを示したので、リーダーたちはイギリスの製品を買うのをボイコット、つまり買わないように皆さんに先導していました。その代わりに伝統的な作り方で自分たちの服などを作るように命じていました。その時に服がほとんどなくなっていたので、とても苦労してました、皆さん。で、その伝統的な作り方の一つとして、手織り旗がありました。手織りですね。で、しかし一人の一緒に住んでたブラマチャリがあんまりイギリスの製品を好まなかったんですね。で、ある時はホリマザの親戚がいいサリーが欲しかったんですけれども、伝統的な作り方で作られたサリーは布の生地が粗かった、あまり好きじゃなかったので、イギリスのサリーを買ってくださいと頼みましたが、彼はそれあまり好まなかった。しかし彼女は言いました。我が子よ、イギリスも私の子供だよ。皆さんと一緒に仲良く生きていかなければなりません。この発言を見てみると、ホリーマザの無限な愛が、証明しています。
Now, you also must have read in her life that when she went to Bangalore, she made a trip to South India. Swami Ramakrishnanandaji Maharaj arranged for the trip. And in Bangalore, she was sitting in a large hall, and she was surrounded with many devotees. And she started saying something, and an interpreter, just like when I am saying in English and Leonardo is interpreting in Japanese. So somebody was trying to interpret what she said. Then one of the persons in the audience, he said, no, we do not need any translation. Although, see, she was saying in Bengali, and these persons of South India, they did not understand anything of Bengali, but he said that we can understand what she is trying to say us. Now, why? It's not a miracle. It seems to be a miracle to us, no? But the language of love, that is most important. So it crosses all such boundaries and barriers. That love was there. So others, those who were seated there, they could receive that love.
またある時、スワミ・ラマクリシナナンダジは手配して、ホリマザは南インドに、行かれました。その時バンガロールに、泊まっていたことの出来事です。ある、広い、ホールの中に座っておられた時に、通訳者を介して、集まっていった人たちと、会話を交わしてましたが、ある人がまず、通訳はいらないです。私たちがあなたは私たちに伝えたいことが言葉がなくても分かります。私たちはあなたの愛を感じているからそれを言葉にする必要がございません。この出来事も見ていくとやはりマザーの無限の愛が現れていましたと分かります。
Now it also happened that in spiritual some persons who have there was one rich lady who had abundance in life. She was brought up in a very educated and wealthy family, but due to some reason she fell from her moral life, and she became kind of isolated in the society, so she had a fall in moral life, and she wanted to correct herself, but she could not. Then when she came in contact with Holy Mother embraced her. She said that I am taking your responsibility. I shall initiate you. You gave all your sins to Sri Ramakrishna, and you can start a new life from now. So this is not only one example. There are many examples where it is found that persons who have fallen, who had a moral fall, they could again get up from that degraded condition and start their life afresh.
多くの人たちが堀マザに訪れたんですけれども、家柄が良くて贅沢の中に暮らし良い教育を受けたのにもかかわらず、正しい道から逸脱して堕落して、しまった人たちもいました。その一人は女性がいましたけれども、非道徳的な生活を送っていたため社会から排除され、非常に、阻害されていました。彼女はとても、後悔して、より良い生活を送ろうとしたんですけれども、誰も引き受けてくださる態度を示さなかったが、彼女は堀マザのところに行くと、堀マザはあなたは自分の行ったことに対して後悔心があります。それは良いです。私はあなたの責任をすべてを引き受けます。そしてあなたの罪は全部スリラマクリスナも引き受けます。これから、新しい人生を送りなさい。彼女は、これから新しい人生、良い人生を送っていきましたが、彼女のような、事例もたくさんがあります。この堕落した状態から良い人生を送ることができるような事例は、数々があるのは、この無限の愛があったからこそと言っても良いです。
Now, what was the reason how could they had such universal and love, and how that love could expand uh, to the entire world. She said, learn to make the whole world your own. Nobody is a stranger, my child. The, everybody is your own. Because she could see the divinity in every, which is there in every human being. Not only a human being, but animals and birds also. You know, in every being there is a spark of divinity. So she could see that divinity, and she kept away the shortcomings and limitations of persons, and so that made her that helped her to love everybody in that way, because to her she and the others were not different, all were same, that same Brahman which pervades everywhere. So she could see that divinity in everybody. That is why she could love. Her love expanded everywhere, irrespective of the occupation of the person, his caste, his education, whether he is moral, immoral, whether he is a devotee, non-devotee. But yeah, all are same. So he herself manifested in her life. Learn to make the whole world as your own. Nobody is a stranger, my child. She even said to okay, till now. Yeah.
そして堀マザは、このような言葉を残しています。すべての人と世界全体を、親しいものにしてください。他人ということはないです。他人事は何もないです。すべての人とすべての生き物があなたの、親戚です。どのようにこのような無限の愛を表すことができたのでしょうか。堀マザはすべての存在の中に、神聖なる性質を見出し、そこにブラフマンの輝きを垣間見ることができたからです。そのため人の欠点を見ることなく、カストや、仕事、家柄、性格、高潔であろうか堕落した人であろうか、みんなを平等に見て平等に愛することができました。
So for the time being, we shall stop here, and we have the lunch at 12:30, and we shall have our post-lunch session also. It will start from 2:45, and we shall explain some more facts about this topic in the post-lunch session. So till now we'll end here in the before lunch. Thank you very much. Thank you for patiently listening.
午前の、話がこれで終了いたします。食事の後も、もう少し堀マザーの愛についてお話ししますので、これから皆さんお食事をとってください。ありがとうございました。